welcome.
Welcome, everybody.
To a very special episode of Drag Trash. I'm Queen James.
And I'm Millie Monroe, which I think is the first time we've ever said our names.
That's the first intro we've ever done properly.
Yeah. I think that's true.
And there's a good reason. We're thrilled to welcome our dear, dear friend today. We first laid eyes upon her opening for Chapel Rowan a year and a half ago. And then we stalked her to her day job. She's the Bodacious Beauty of STL, and she's accepted everywhere you shop. It's visadcline. Hello.
There's a mic. Hi.
There's a mic. Hello.
Sometimes
there's a mic. Sometimes there's not. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me. I'm very excited to be here.
So happy.
Welcome among the
I'm
trash.
glad that y'all finally learned my name because I was the girl that y'all couldn't remember that did Beyonce.
That is embarrassing.
That is the one, and I was ready for it. And I'm sorry. Here we are, on YouTube. I'd like to say I'm sorry. I forgot.
No, I love it. It was fun. I enjoyed it. I love that y'all lived for what I was given.
Really.
I'm like, it was all the wind machines. If that fan wasn't there on that stage, it just would have been a big girl.
You were selling it.
It was
Selling
great.
it.
Have you ever performed for more than that many people?
No.
That was a lot of freaking people.
That was a lot of people.
Yeah.
I gained like 1,000 followers in like 5 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was so weird. I'm like literally standing on stage with a mic being like, I just want to reach 1,000 followers. And some cute white twink in the first row was like, you did it. You're at 1,500. I'm like, you're kidding.
No.
From the time it took you to get on stage.
Yes.
That's incredible.
That's so crazy.
That's so cool. And since then, what has it been like? What is the whirlwind?
Oh, it has really been like a whirlwind of an experience. I'm like, If Chapel called me to do it again, I would do it again. It was such a fun experience. She's such an amazing human being. She's very sweet, down to earth. Funny story. My roommate came with me to the show, and like she came to meet us, and like it was so like official, like the PAs and like stuff was like
Love.
Visa. They're like Chapel's on the way to meet the girls. Chapel's on the way to meet the queens. Chapel's on the move, and I'm like, oh my god,
Chapel's on the move.
I'm like, am I on Drag Race? Am I meeting the special
right.
guest?
Yes.
And then like she comes and she's like 4 foot nothing.
Right.
Sure,
She's tiny.
sure.
She's so tiny.
Yeah.
I'm like, I wasn't expecting her to be like that tiny.
Yeah.
I was expecting for her to be small.
Sure.
But I was just like, and it doesn't help that like I'm 5'9" out of drag.
Sure.
In drag with heels, I'm like almost 6 feet.
Yeah.
So she's just like tiny. I'm like, usually I'm the tiny delicate one
know.
if I'm standing next to Chloe
Sure.
or like anybody else local that is like 6 feet.
Yeah.
Without, like standing next to you,
Wow.
Yes.
I'm just a real housewife of Atlanta.
Yes. Just a girl.
But yeah, so it
Just
was
a
like
girl.
really fun. She came and like, so my roommate was like, she's like, do you guys want to get pictures? And we're like, sure.
Yeah.
So my roommate like has his phone out to grab a picture. He's on the spectrum. I mean,
Okay.
he's a sweet boy. I love him so much. He's like my best friend in the world. I wouldn't change it any other way. And like he just stood there, phone unlocked on the camera screen, but he was so frozen because he was like,
Shell shocked.
I'm meeting Chapel Rowan. And he's like, so like his camera is facing us and it's on, but he's not taking any pictures. And he's like,
no.
Froze.
hi Chapel. And she's
That's
like,
so sweet.
"Hi." And I'm like, oh, Alex, poor boy. He's like, I didn't take any pictures, did I? I was like, no.
No, you didn't. I should have just hit record on that video.
I'm like, but
Oh,
I
there you
love
go.
you, and we're gonna have a great time at this show. And he's like, you know what? I'm front row. I'm in the pit. You know what? I get to
Jesus.
see Chapel Rowan for free. You know what? I'm down.
yes.
Awesome.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, it was so fun, and like I gained a lot of fans and followers who are like loving to see me succeed. So I'm like, oh my god,
That's
yes,
awesome.
that's amazing.
And then just 2 more fans that night right here.
Well, I mean, yeah, basically.
Once we learned your name. Do you accept MasterCard? No, I'm sorry. Okay, so I'm curious about like how you got into drag, like kind of your interests, like what started it. So like what was the start? What started Visa?
Okay, well, as a little southern boy from Jacksonville, Florida,
Okay.
I grew up like in like choir and dance. I was a competitive dancer,
Oh.
in theater.
Yeah.
And like I've always like had like these like tips and tricks, and like most of the time me being like the only black person in like a theater company, I had to
Right.
like learn how to do my own makeup.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm like, I had the makeup skill, I had dance skills, I had like, I could sing, I can act. I'm like, okay. But I was always cursed that everybody thought that like, oh, I was too feminine.
Oh,
So
okay.
I would never get cast in anything. I would only
Right.
get cast as like comedic roles, like Donkey in Shrek, or like
Sure.
I'm a fierce dancer, so like always like, oh, dance ensemble, dance captain.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He can pirouette turn. He looks lovely doing it. Just don't have him pay like a straight man.
Jesus, yeah, yeah.
So I
I
was
think we've all been there.
Yeah,
right?
we're ex-theater kids
Like,
too. It's just
Is
like
that- so
two
you-
femme.
So you get it.
Absolutely,
You get it.
absolutely.
So then I was like, I really like doing this, but like I didn't want to lose the passion for it, especially because in like 2008 my father had passed away.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
And like I was like I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to act. I didn't want to sing anymore. I didn't want to do anything. I just wanted to like go on with my life. And like I stopped myself and I asked myself, and I was like, is this what my dad would have wanted for me to stop?
Yeah.
And my dad always told me that it was like, if you wake up every day and you enjoy what you're doing, then you're doing the right thing.
Mhm.
If you dread getting up to do something,
Yeah.
then it's not right for you. Maybe it's okay for you to do in that moment,
Sure.
but
Yeah.
don't stay there.
Sure.
Yeah.
So that started, and then after he passed away, me and my mom moved here to St. Louis because she reconnected with an old friend of hers who was
Okay.
a bridemaid, who she was a bridesmaid in that friend's wedding.
Okay.
And like she moved back here to St. Louis because she wanted to be close to her family.
Mm-hmm.
So like we came down here for a summer, and then boop-de boop, I ended up living here, ended up graduating from high school
Yeah.
at Francetown High School. Hi Vikings, everybody.
Ooh.
Hi. And so
You horns.
and then okay, so how I got into drag. I'm sorry, I'm so
No,
long-winded.
I'm
No,
curious.
we love it.
I want
Yeah,
to know.
go.
So how I started drag was I was working at Starbucks at the time. I worked at the Starbucks on Delmar North and South here in St. Louis.
Okay.
Towards the loop.
Right there, yeah.
Exactly. I used to live
I
like
work over there.
I used to live right off, like I literally stayed in those apartments right on North and South across from that cemetery.
Okay,
Yes,
yes.
And then like I moved further down, but
Okay.
I was
Okay.
still in the area, so I
Yeah.
would like
Yeah.
work there.
Love you.
And I was there for like 4 years.
Wow.
And I ended up becoming friends with a fellow performer before I even knew they were a performer.
Okay.
Moxie Mayhem.
Yeah,
Yes.
Who
yes.
then became my drag mother, and she was like, hey, because I was working there like, oh, it was like a gangle of us. So it was me, Moxie Mayhem worked at that Starbucks, and Tiki Vontae, who now she lives in Chicago.
Okay.
Okay.
But like, so we all worked there, and they was like, hey girl, have you ever thought about doing drag? I was like, I've thought about it, but I don't know. And it's like, maybe you should like just come to like one of our shows, because they a shameless plug, my drag family, House of Effort. Hi you guys. They produce a show called Club Weirdo at the Crack Fox
Yes.
here in St. Louis. And I remember specifically, they asked me to come, and they was like, you should just apply and like audition, and like maybe we'll get you in the show. I'm like, let me see what it's about. So I even remember the theme. It was heroes versus villains.
Okay.
And like I came out, and like the cast was Fabrielle did like Harley Quinn, and Blair Warner did like this sickening Catwoman number.
Okay,
To Good Puss
yeah.
by Cobra.
Okay.
It
Yeah.
was so good. And I was like, I don't know. I'm like, maybe I'll dip my toe in it.
Trying to be demure.
Right,
But
right,
you knew
right.
a little.
And then I was like, okay, so the next show is in October.
Okay.
You're booked if you want to do it.
Okay.
And the theme is fear for October.
Okay.
And I was like, mind you, I'm like, the House of Effort, they're very like, I'm nerdy, but I'm not as nerdy as them. They're like
Okay.
Magic the Gathering, D&D.
Okay,
yeah,
D&D,
You know,
yeah.
they are into like the myth. I'm like the most mythical you get me is like fairies, angels, and
Yeah.
maybe a little bit of demons.
Okay,
Sure.
okay.
But I'm not a spooky girl. I'm like, how am I going to do this fear show? And I was like, okay. So first I came up with my name.
Yeah.
So I came up with my name, Visa
Just to
Decline.
go to the show. Like, I love
Exactly.
that. I love that.
Literally. So I'm literally sitting in that bar in
Yeah.
the Crack Fox with my friend Lucy. And she was like, okay, so what are you thinking? What do you think for your name? I'm like, okay, what is my character? I'm like, who inspires me? And I was like, I was a Disney Channel gay.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Like Y2K down, I'm like, I was obsessed with like the heiresses of the time. So
Okay.
like, Paris Hilton and London Tipton and
Yes.
Sharpay Evans,
Yes.
Raven Baxter, she's my
Yes.
icon.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all these things, I was like, okay. So I'm like, she's rich, pretty, and stupid.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, oh my God, okay, I wanted the name to start with a V.
Okay.
But I was almost Anita De Niro.
Okay.
But then I was like, I'm not Hispanic.
I was gonna say.
I don't want to do that. I don't want to get canceled. I'm like, and then I was like, I did like those, like one of those like little like drag name generators.
Okay, yeah.
So I was almost like Kitty DeVoe because I grew up on the DeVoe Street as a kid.
That's lucky.
Like,
it just happens to sound like a
Exactly,
house
and
name
it's
or
like
something.
sickening.
Very.
Yeah.
But then I was like, Kitty. I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, I'm really into Monster High, but I'm more of an Ever After High girl.
Okay.
So then I was like, okay. And I was paying my tab at the bar.
Okay.
And I looked down at my debit card and I was like, Visa Max, Visa Swipe. And then my friend was like, Visa Decline. And I was like,
She said
Yeah.
decline. Visa decline.
I was like, yes. And I was like, ooh, but I gotta spell it fancy.
Yeah.
So then I came up with the D''CLINE.
Yes.
Because I'm like, I took like 6 years of French, so I'm like, ooh, let me be fancy.
Ooh, okay.
The apostrophe.
I know I merci beaucoup from time to time.
Oui, oui.
But so that's how I came up with my name, and then I was like, okay. And I really wanted to like lean into that character for the number, and I was like, fear. What's Visa's fear? I'm like, oh my God, the fear of being broke.
Yeah.
And like I looked it up and Googled it, and I'm like, oh my God, there's an actual word for it. It's an actual thing. Don't ask me what it is now because I don't remember.
I was so curious.
But I'm like, but it's an actual thing. I'm like, work. So like I said, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do the fear of being broke, and like I was broke. I'm like, I had no drag.
Yeah.
Luckily, I could sew.
Yes.
So I was like, I showed up with a Hot Topic striped sweater, little circle skirt that I made from fabric that I got at the Goodwill, like knee-high black socks, and I bought like these like pleaser pumps.
Yeah.
But they were far too tall for me to dance or do anything in, especially as a baby queen.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I had a burp.
No, you're pausing for dramatic effect.
So then I was like, you know what? Fuck it, it's my first show. So I had on black and white Adidas Superstars.
Oh yeah.
And I just danced the house down to a mix that I made in like 5 minutes the night before. And it opened with that clip from with Trixie, and it's like, diamonds, gold, first class private plane. And then it goes into
exactly.
Money by Katie 47.
Yes.
And then it went into like X and S by Rina Sawayama.
Okay, I don't know. Yeah.
And then you need to get.
I need to get in that. Yeah, I know. I've heard a couple of her songs.
Yeah, you heard because you've probably heard This Hell.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. So she's stunning. She needs she needs more than what she has. Let me tell you.
Mm-hmm.
And then it kind of went from there.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, I'm like, people started reaching out to me, being like, "Hey, do you want to do a show?
Yeah.
Hey, do you want to do this show?" And then I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm doing this, so I guess I got to start getting stuff together. So I just slowly started, and you know, when you're like an early queen, it's like that. I have to buy something new for every show.
Yeah.
I don't have anything,
Right,
so I had to like I had that sewing machine was in high gear. Every show I had, I made a new costume or like I bought pieces and like just pieced them together for the show, and it became like what it is now, and it's giving me like so many opportunities, like Chapel Roan. Like Chapel Roan was just the beginning.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was how I started drag.
Amazing.
So it was very long winded. What's
That's
your
okay.
next question?
That's totally okay.
Well, I think we were talking earlier about your love for Bratz dolls,
Yes.
and that certainly inspires what I do and sort of what I think glamour is, right? Like, what are some of iconic looks that you think of Bratz that you really pull from?
Oh
that you
my goodness,
love?
don't get me started. Okay, so I'm like a fashion doll person in general.
Okay.
So like Bratz have my heart, but like any of them I enjoy just for like the design aesthetic and like what went into like producing this product.
Yeah.
So like Barbie was like the start of it, but then like when I was like 10, like 9 or 10 years old, Bratz was like introduced to me because like I had cousins that like had all like Bratz dolls, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh my God, who are these fierce divas with like long hair down to like the bend of their knees.
Yes.
Their feet pop off for
Hourglass.
their shoes.
Right.
Yeah.
Hourglass, big head, big lips.
Their makeup was beautiful.
Oh my God. If you couldn't tell, my makeup is so inspired.
Yes.
I feel like half the drag queens are inspired by either Raven or the Bratz doll.
Yes. Yeah.
And I'm like, they're everything to me. And like, as far as like some of my favorite looks, I'm like, I really love, like, I hate the cold, but I love a winter aesthetic.
Yes.
So like, I'm obsessed with like
Snow Bunny.
But like, snow bunny, like very like, ooh, I'm going skiing, but I don't like to ski.
No. I just dressed up for this.
That's what
This was meant to be, but it's a little too warm.
Like, I'm just here to turn looks,
Right,
you know?
right.
So I'm like, I love faux fur. I love a good like, a muckluck.
Yes.
Earmuffs, hats, anything that's like big and like
It's also accessories.
Yes.
Like, that's the
Yes.
crap. I want the crap.
I'm like, just
Yeah.
put it on me.
Right.
Sometimes I love to look like I just walked into like a Claire's store
Yeah.
with like Scotch tape
Yes.
and just rolled around with this. I was like, I'll take it.
I know. I was watching one of our episodes. We rewatch our shit the other day. And you had put like a little, like one of those little baby cameras as like a
yes.
bracelet too. And I mean, you already had the rings and the other bracelets, and it was just, you know, you want to slap things around,
Just
right?
slap things around.
It's just plastic shit. I just love all that plastic shit. I don't know.
I love that.
Like ring pops.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Just
Like,
ridiculous
Ring
stuff.
pops are like candy necklaces.
Yes.
Or like, I'm like, I love chunky jewelry. I'm like, I guess just like being a product of like the 2000s, honey. I'm like, I love me like a chunky, like take me back to the days when like Charmin Charlie's and Charlotte Russe ruled the world.
That color coding is crazy. Do you remember that? Did you
at Charlotte Rouge.
Oh my God. You want to go to the pink place, the green place? Oh, crazy.
I just remember it being like ketchup mustard, like there being like a really yellow section and a really red section, and I was like, what is
all
this?
business casual.
Yes, I remember when the girls were going to the bars in business casual.
Heels this high.
They're going to a meeting, but no, they're going to the club and drink tequila and fall on their ass.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, take me back. I'm like, I would love to go to a club where I was wearing a peplum and a blazer and a thick wedge and be like, oh my God, girl, I'm going clubbing.
Just give me a vodka.
I'm coming.
In my tiny little purse.
Yeah. My camera bracelet. That's a good Chloe impression, by the way. Can you do her laugh?
Oh, wait, hold up. Okay. No, because she laughs at me every time I see her. I'm like, I'd be like,
It's a little dark-sided because it's Elmo.
No, like literally, I told her like she has RuPaul's laugh if RuPaul like sucked helium
Or lived inside a doll.
Inside a doll.
Oh my God.
Oh my
It's
God,
like
that's
it's
exactly it.
I'm like, it's so I kind of love her. And then like, oh, when something's really funny, her like real life comes out. Like I remember, it was the funniest thing. So I had like won tickets to see Juno Birch when she had came to town.
Nice.
And Chloe and Blair were opening for her.
Yeah.
So Chloe's sitting right next to me, and like we're laughing at. She said something about like lobster thermidor,
Right.
from like The Sims, and like it's just Chloe going. And I'm like, huh? I'm like, what?
Who are you?
And she's like, I'm sorry, girl.
She let it out.
Oh no.
And I was like, oh, that's your real life. I'm like, oh, we really became friends.
That
I'm like,
night.
that was at the moment that she was like, yeah, you're a sister. And I'm like, girl, you're a sister.
Oh, that's so sweet.
And like, and then like we've just gotten like closer, and like she's like a dear friend of mine, and like I support her in whatever she does. She supports me, vice versa, and like it's just like it's like this mutual respect for each other that I like really enjoy with her.
Yeah,
and
she
like
seems like a sweetie.
I'm like, she's one of the few people. I'm like, she's like all laugh, giggles, and rainbows, but she's like one of the few people that like I can sit and like actually have like a full on like real conversation with. And she's like, girl, I get you. And she'd be like, you know what? Haters are gonna hate.
Yeah.
Now let's get high.
Yeah. Let's get high and order about 8 Labubu's.
That sounds fantastic.
It does sound fun. Yeah, we should do that later, honestly. So you mentioned like, okay, so you get to work at the Crack Fox, and that's where all the Rue girls go now.
Yes.
Right. So are you very up on Drag Race? Is that like, were you brought up in it? Are you staying with it?
Okay.
Are you staying with it?
No, because I'm like Drag Race like really like opened my eyes to like, I always knew what drag was. I'm like,
Yeah.
growing up in there, you always knew who RuPaul
Sure.
was.
Yeah.
Sure.
But that was like, to most people, that was like your extent of drag.
Yeah.
Was RuPaul.
Yeah.
Because like RuPaul was like the blueprint.
Right.
Yeah.
She was on mainstream television before it was okay for us to be.
Mhm.
You know, she was doing like
Her own talk show for a
sitcoms
second.
on
Yeah.
ABC,
Mhm.
her own talk show.
Mm.
And I'm like, she's like doing it, and like now she's making it acceptable and normal, and like giving us this platform for literally for us to do what we're doing right
Right.
now.
Absolutely.
Right.
It's
'Cause,
created why we're here today.
Yes,
Yeah.
because like literally before Drag Race, all you had was like the local girls that was like spinning, twirling, and bucking in bars.
Right.
Shout out
right.
Misdemeanor.
You know?
Joplin, Missouri. She does that shit on roller skates. All right, it's fierce.
Yes!
It's
Oh my god!
fucking
Misdemeanor!
fierce.
Oh my god!
Do you know her?
I've never met her, but I've seen videos of her
Bitch.
because I was like, she was skating to like this very obscure song that like
yeah.
I thought nobody knew but
Yeah.
me. But then when I saw that
Yeah.
heifer go around that stage on those roller skates, I'm like, beam me up. I'm like, wait a minute, hold the phone.
Yeah.
And that's unfortunately our standard because that's where we're from. So that was our local queen, and I'm
Yeah.
like, damn it, you didn't do it on roller skates. No, I'm just kidding.
But like no, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm from the South, and like, you know, you either learn how to you learn how to like ride a bike, or you learn how to roller skate.
Yeah,
That
you
is
didn't get
true,
both.
So
yeah.
I'm like, I got both. I'm still a little rusty on skates, but I can pick up a bike like nobody's. I'm like, I'll have to like relearn
No,
because it's been so long. Because like skating, that was like our family's pastime.
that's fun.
Like we
Really?
would always go to like roller rinks. Like, oh my god, there is I think it's closed now, but like
Oh.
back home there is a place that's called Skate Station,
Okay.
and it's like huge. It's like this giant roller rink arcade
Ooh.
restaurant, and it's like so cool and it's amazing. And like we would go on like church trips.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Okay,
we would go,
okay.
like our whole church would go and we're like, oh my god, we're going to skate station. I'm like, oh my god.
Yes.
And we're like skating, and then we like look and we see like our deacon like skating backwards because he's like, he was a child of the 70s.
Yes.
So he's like, I'm like, oh my god, old people are cool.
Right. Well, and
can do
especially,
stuff.
I don't know what your church crowd was like, but I'm like, that sounds like a lot of fun for people who are generally like not a lot of fun. Growing up, that was not my experience.
I was like, I hear Catholics, they're not that fun. But I was
No.
Southern Baptist, so like
Okay.
we love the Lord, but we like to have fun.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Right.
So we were talking a little bit about RuPaul and like knowing Drag Race and stuff. So you've auditioned, no?
Yes,
Great. You
I've
should, and you should keep doing it.
I've auditioned twice now.
Okay, yeah.
I've auditioned twice, maybe a third.
Uh-oh, who's to say?
Who's to say?
Who's
I
to
don't
say?
know.
The way we would fall out if you got on that
Right.
show, it would just be the greatest thing
The
ever.
way that you and like several other people will fall out if I got on the show, because I was shocked that I had only been doing drag for about like 2 years. I'm at like 4 now.
Okay.
Mhm.
I'd only been doing drag for about 2 years, and people were already rumoring me
Yeah.
for like Drag Race.
It's
And I
because
was
you're
like,
so beautiful.
I'm like, I just started. Calm down. And then
Everybody stop. I can't take all the attention. I'm
no,
so
because then Chapel happened,
Yeah.
and
Right.
then I started working with Dan and Hard Candy Productions. So I
Yeah.
started working with all the Rue girls when
Yes.
they came in the town. Ooh.
Ooh, choked up.
There we go.
Yeah.
I started working with all
To remember.
I started working with all the Rue girls that came into town. So then it just became more, and like now, like these Drag Race like fan pages are like messaging me like, "Hey, I know like if you were to get on, you wouldn't be able to tell me, but like, is there like an emoji or like something?" I'm like, "No, I didn't get on. I'm still sitting here at my day job selling perfume
That's
and blush
so
to
funny.
old ladies
us.
named Karen,
Yes,
and to
well,
y'all."
Yeah.
Well,
That's so funny. I always wondered how that like underground network operated for like the rumor mill or whatever. They're keeping track on people.
Yes.
Interesting.
I'm like, they're like literally like watching. I'm like, and it's funny when like when you like know people who've like Chloe has been on like rumored cast list and
Yeah.
like wish list for like the past like 7 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
Damn.
I'm like, and she's like, I'm like, And like they want the girl on, and like you know what, I would love to have her on too. And like everybody said, I'm like everybody says it in St. Louis, and I'm like I feel like it is definitely valid.
Mhm.
And they were like, if anybody from St. Louis was to get onto Drag Race first, it is going to be Chloe Curiosity. And you know what, I'm here for that.
Yeah.
I'm also here as second runner because a lot of people, I'm like, mind you, I'm like, I'm still growing and I'm still like coming into my drag.
But when
like,
you got it, you got it.
I'm so cemented into it now. And then like when like legends come up to you and tell you like, hey, you're amazing.
Yeah.
Do what you're doing and don't change. I did a pageant and the Tiffany T. Hunter,
Mhm.
icon,
Yes.
legend, Miss Continental,
Okay. Yeah.
here in St. Louis, and she judged that pageant. And on my sheet for her judging, she wrote in all caps like, "Your makeup, don't change it."
Not a
Oh
thing.
my God. Beautiful.
And she like walked up to me and like, mind you, I'm like her and like Vanessa Frost, another amazing icon here in St. Louis, both beautiful trans goddesses. These are like these beautiful statuesque women.
Yeah.
Are looking at me and they're like, this is your moneymaker.
Absolutely.
Do not change a thing.
Never declines.
It was like, this
Never
paint
declines.
is stunning. They was like, this is pageant face.
Yes.
Wow.
Listen, we have no skin in the game, but like when I was like, you stood out that night to us, I wasn't just blowing smoke up your ass.
Right.
Those are good
Right.
performers, Chloe. We love you. Like all of that. Man Aesthetic, I think, was the other one there that night.
Yeah.
Yes,
Like
she was.
y'all are wonderful. And like, yeah, you got it, girl. So yeah, I think it would just be so much fun to watch you on there because you're such a natural, you're such a sweetie, and like I would just love to see you get that platform.
Well, thank you.
Ugh.
Now I'm just so glad that like people are seeing the hard work that I'm putting in.
Yeah.
And then like I'm not just doing it for me. I'm doing it for my community, for my culture, and for the other like little plus size Black boys out there.
Right.
You know, I'm like, that's why I'm like, I was drawn to tears when like the cast was announced and like Miss Kenya Pleaser
Mhm.
from South Carolina
Yeah.
was cast. Hey girl, I don't know if she's watching, but she follows me, so you know.
I'll tag you and it'll happen. But yeah.
She was literally in my DMs like, because I don't know what the time frame of filming is.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But like
We have ideas.
She exactly. She had like reacted to a story
Yeah.
of me performing. I did like a share show at like Tim's Chrome Bar,
Mhm.
Okay.
like down by like the Little Bevo.
Yeah.
And I was doing like a woman's world, so like just my standard like
Working.
twirling,
Yeah,
dancing, kicking. And she's like, "Girl, you're sickening." And I'm like,
Yes.
"Thank you, you're sickening."
Yeah.
I'm like, from one big girl to another,
Yeah.
you're sickening. And like she went live after like the cast was announced, her and Sierra missed.
Mhm.
And like I hopped in that live real quick. I'm like, "Girl, congratulations."
That's so fun.
And she was like, "Oh my God, Visa, girl, you're sickening.
Yes.
That mug is amazing. I love you." I'm like, "Thank
Oh my
you."
God.
Yes.
I'm like, hopefully one day we'll be sisters and we'll be part of that giant group chat. I don't know if that rumor is true.
An actual like Rue Girls giant
But I
group
need
chat.
to know if there's like a giant Rue Girls group chat. Because I know that each seasons have like their
Yes.
own
Sure.
chat.
Yes. Yes.
But I'm hearing rumors speculating.
There's a
that, like,
massive one.
a massive like group chat of like
Yeah.
everybody's in it. I'm like, I don't know how big group chats can
That's
be.
crazy. I don't know.
Oh.
Or like maybe like it's just a group chat of like the fan favorites.
Right, because I'm like,
right.
there just seems to be too much. I at least know about a little drama that would like not work. People would leave immediately, unless it's just like I don't know. I have it on silent.
Sure.
Like my family chat or something, you know?
Jesus.
Oh no, I love give me a group chat.
Yeah.
Really?
I love a group chat.
I
But with
can't
at
do
this
it.
point, it's like what 300 plus people. How many people have been on Drag Race now?
I would live.
You're there all day, just
Never
going
stop.
through all of
Just
it.
never
Meme
stop.
after link after link after. Oh, y'all look at this video! Oh my God, did y'all see this video of me fall on stage? Look at this,
Oh, you're populating it. I love that.
Oh,
Yeah, you're giving them the
girl,
stuff to
honey.
look at.
I'm like, here, look at this. Y'all saw it first before I put it on like X or Twitter,
right.
dead name Twitter.
You're sending them
whatever it
you're sending them the news bloopers too.
is. Be like,
Yeah.
oh my God, look
Yeah.
at this lady fall into this lake. Oh my God, look at this man swallow a mosquito. Look
That's
at
some
him.
good shit.
that is.
Get me out this country more.
Oh, the best is when they come back from break and she's like, I have to apologize for a word that I used before we went.
A word that some people find offensive.
That's what it was. She didn't apologize for what she said, just for the fact that it got caught.
I'm like, honey.
It's so good. So, are there any Rue girls that you've got to meet that kind of stand out to you since we're on the subject?
Oh my God, yes, absolutely. And I'm also gonna segue into something that I is really weird and I really don't talk about it, but I'm gonna talk about it because I'm gonna give y'all something for the YouTube.
Okay, great, thank you.
So I'm like, I was able to meet some of like my favorites that like I was a fan of before getting on the show and being on the show. So I'm like, I got to work with like Detox.
Oh,
She's amazing.
Yes.
My friend always asks, like, "Oh my God, what fragrance does they wear?" I'm like, she's a Mugler girl.
Okay.
Down. She wears Mugler Angel.
Oh,
the
Angel,
old school formula.
Okay.
She still had the old bottle.
She's stockpiling it
I'm like,
somewhere.
you know,
Probably on eBay, finding the manufacturers.
God.
Like
that, and then like, I'm like, that she loves Mugler, and I'm like, I'm here for it.
Me too.
I'm like, got to meet Detox. I'm like, I just recently worked with Manila, and like, she's like,
oh fuck, love her.
I like love her to pieces.
Do you think she was robbed in All Stars?
Do you think she was robbed?
We talked about this.
Did you really?
We talked about this in the dressing room, actually. And
You don't have to spill her tea if you don't want to.
No, I'm like, it wasn't really tea.
Okay.
I was just like, he was robbed. She was like, this whole thing about robbed queen. She was like, you know what? She was like, I was just glad that I was able to get the experience because look at where it got me.
Okay.
Sure.
She's like, just keep moving forward.
Yeah.
And then we was like, would you ever do Drag Race again? She was like, I'm too old. She's like, I'm tired. Maybe. But right now,
I mean,
She's
yeah.
like, I'm tired. She's like, all the work that goes into Drag Race. She was like,
God.
by the time I went to All Stars, she was like, I just went with stuff that I had.
Yeah, no kidding.
Right.
Well, and the borrowing game must be fierce because there's no way the timeline is so
Oh my
tight,
God, girl,
right?
half of the girls that get on borrow stuff from Willem.
Really?
I heard that that's true, and that her
Really?
closet is just like
No,
unbelievable.
Willem literally started. I'm like, look it up on y'all a YouTube
Okay,
girl.
yeah,
Look it
yeah.
up on YouTube. She started a series of like going through like the runways and being like, she borrowed those shoes from me. Willem has a checklist.
Work for
She has
inventory.
inventory,
Yeah,
and the
I
girls
do too.
sign off on stuff that they borrowed.
I hope she's making money.
Girl, she lent stuff to June Jambalaya.
Yeah.
She lent stuff
Really?
to Gottmik.
Yeah.
She lent
To
stuff.
Gottmik.
Yes.
That's surprising.
Wow.
She has like literally like, oh my God, half of the
Never
girls
had
who
it.
like have amazing shoes, they
Yeah.
got them from Willow.
God, of course, she's a shoe whore.
She's
I remember
a
that.
whore.
I remember
I
hearing
want to
that
be on that level.
Me too. That's
I
a
love
whole other
shoes.
thing. Me too, bitch. And especially with Drag Race, it's unfortunate because I get it. Working drag queens, like you don't have. It's hard to pack shoes for every outfit too. Like
Yes.
that's a whole thing. But when a shoe is special for that runway, you can tell.
Yes.
And Rue can
Yes.
tell. And I
Tell.
think she complimented Willem on her season.
Oh,
She was like, "You got
especially
cute shoes."
when she was in like I think she was wearing I think it was that episode when she like put out the I don't know whether it was the episode when she was wearing the Vivienne Westwood dress.
Okay,
Yeah.
yes.
Or whether when she was wearing like the Dolce & Gabbana coat
Okay.
from Sex in the City.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But Pamela Anderson was there, and I think she was wearing Manolo Blahnik.
Damn.
Mm.
And Pamela Anderson was like, no, they were Patricia Fields.
Okay.
She was
Okay,
wearing
okay.
Patricia Fields.
Yeah.
And like Pamela Anderson was like, oh my God, I love your shoes. She was like, thank you. If Pamela Anderson's going to ask me what shoes I'm wearing, I'm going to tell her where to get
Right,
them.
Yes.
right.
Because that girl goes to all the sample sales,
Yeah.
and she goes to town on Jimmy Choo.
Well, that's
and-
what sucks. She's got the foot for it.
Well,
yes, she has
God.
the foot for it. I'm
Yeah.
a size 11 wide lady.
Same.
And like there are some shoes that like, you know what, I get lucky
Yeah.
Sure.
that like
yes.
I'm like the smallest, largest size that they make.
Yeah.
Okay.
So sometimes I can find like a cute like platform in like, you know, in like a store. Like I have one. Okay, no, I lied. I have two pairs of designer shoes. for
Oh,
drag.
which ones?
I'm like, okay, these are like,
You don't got to play coy with us, okay? Listen, we
They're
spend
like-
money too.
because they're like the Versace platforms that everybody.
Yes, she has a dupe.
I can't.
I'm like so mad.
I'm pretty sure they're like knockoffs, but I don't care.
No. Ooh, they're so good.
I'm like, I don't care.
Open toed or the closed ones?
I'm like the closed
love.
the closed
Love.
ones. I want to get. I'm like, I'm pretty sure I want to get me a real pair. Yeah. Because like at this point, I'm like they've been like stoned.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah.
So like I stoned them and like I wore them for a pageant and like they're like red. So like
Yeah.
I stoned them for like a Dorothy look for a
beautiful.
pageant. And, like they're stunning. And then like the other show I have a vintage Gucci boot.
Ooh, like a knee high or like a little ankle boot.
Yeah.
Does it have the cute little like cross stitch going on?
No, because I'm pretty sure they're a knockoff too.
Oh, okay, work. Yeah.
So like I
I'm
have
just trying
these,
to get visuals.
I have these shoes, but I hardly wear them.
Mhm.
I was like,
What are you saving them for?
well, no, okay. The Versace platforms
Okay.
I do wear.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Gucci's,
Yeah.
I'm like, they were just weird. I'm like, they were an impulse buy.
Yeah.
Sure.
And like
sure.
there was like they smell like paint.
Uh-oh.
So I'm like I can tell that like
Okay.
So-
Don't get them near fire.
Yeah.
some little child somewhere
Oh no.
made these, and
Yeah.
I'm like, oh no. I'm like I can't wear these.
Yeah. I
I would be proud if you wore them.
But my mom has the real pair. I bought them for her for Christmas.
Oh, that's so
Oh.
cool. God, I know. I'm like, this all costs so much money, and I'm not even on like a performer's level. But the shoe thing is such a temptation. It's just like that little bit of thing. Betsy Johnson, she
Yeah.
goes up there. in
Okay, so see,
sizes.
I'm like the way that Willem is about like shoes. I'm like that's how I'm with like designer bags.
Oh,
Where do you buy your
Give me a
bags?
Designer bag.
Me too.
So I'm like, a lot of the time, I'm like, I get them for a steal at like this amazing place, St. Louis Avalon Exchange.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
And
I
like
know a lot.
you have to wait and you have to hunt for
Mm.
You have to go there almost like every other day
Yeah.
because they turn
Yes.
over there.
Yes.
It's
They
all the
sure
college
do.
students. Yeah.
because I'm like literally I went in there and I bought like a vintage like I think it was like 2004 vintage monogram Louis Vuitton bag. And it was,
Word.
like, denim ones.
Word.
Oh.
And
That's the thing too. You get all those wash shoe students
Oh,
over there.
God.
They're coming with their expensive stuff,
Yes.
and they're just like, I don't
Whatever.
want the
I don't
season
want this-
anymore.
Yeah.
I kid you not, I was so mad because I was never able to get it, but it sat in the window for like
Oh
4 months.
damn!
And it was an authentic Alexander McQueen dress.
Oh
that was
shit!
in my size, and they only wanted like $400 before it.
Wow.
Retail price for that dress is like $1,500.
Right.
Mm.
And they
Well, and then
only
depending on the year, it's like vintage. At the
wanted-
'80s, like all
right.
of that.
400, and they only wanted $400 for it. And like it sat there, and I was like, I want it so bad. I'm like, I don't care that it's a white linen dress and a drag
Oh,
queen.
girl, that is brave.
I wanted it.
You just shellac the whole thing in hairspray before you put it
It
on.
had like a built-in corset into it.
Oh
It
my
had like
God.
billowy sleeves,
Yes.
and it was like this like bubble, like this bubble skirt at the bottom. I was like, I want that dress, and I went into Avalon. And
Yeah.
that dress was not there.
God.
It was
How
gone.
dare they give away your dress?
But it's okay. I bought a Betsy Johnson bag that
There you go.
Hey.
I made up for
I
it.
mean,
made
you
up
know.
for it.
We kind of got lucky. Millie used to work in a costume shop in New York that like supplied stuff for Broadway. So she would
Lucky.
every now and then they'd
Lucky
have a good
dog.
old sale.
Oh,
And-
they had like bag sales. And since I work there, they're like, yeah, just stuff whatever you want into these bags.
What you want?
Oh my God. Those shoes. Your shoes.
These are some very old, very nasty. I need to rehab them, but and I've worn them at least 80,000 times. I only have about 3 shoes, but they fucking work.
Yeah.
And they're
I
really
know they're
cute.
really cute.
And they fit, and that's all that matters. And you know, I don't know about you. What's the point in your drag where you put something on and you're like, okay, like pussy?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay. Makeup wise, when I put on lip and lashes, I'm like, there she is.
There she is.
Yeah.
Because the whole time I'm like my own worst critic, and I feel like I hold like the weight of the world on my makeup brush every time I
Okay.
do my face.
Well, with the compliments that you've gotten, I hear that, but like you
Jeez.
cannot fuck it up that bad,
Right.
and
girl.
I'm sitting here, I'm like, oh my God, I hate this. I hate this. I hate this.
No.
And then I put the lip and lash on, I'm like, oh, it's not that bad.
Oh, it's
'Cause then
okay.
my roommate was like, I told you, just trust. I'm like, I know. But for me, I'm a perfectionist and I'm an Aries, okay?
Yeah.
And every step has to be perfect
Right.
every time. And I know that it's not going to be until I put that lip and that lash on and
Yeah.
I'm okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's like, everybody deems me like, they're like, oh my God, you're such a hair girl. Because like I come
Okay.
from like a hair family.
Yeah.
I love hair.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite things to do in drag. Other than sewing, I love to style hair.
Okay.
Yeah. This hair is
And-
beautiful, by the way. I
Oh,
think you said you
the
did it beforehand.
color is
It's
so
just
beautiful.
perfect.
Thank you. So I'm like, as soon as I like, when I put on the hair,
Mhm.
I'm like, oh, she's here.
She's here.
And then I put on the look. I'm like, oh, she's arrived. She's
Yeah, and it's
here.
levels.
Because like I'm glad that I'm starting to get my footing in drag, and like I'm able to like now I don't feel like I have to prove myself so much in like performing.
Mhm.
Sometimes I can just show up and I can just be in like this fierce look.
Yeah.
Now I'm in my era where like I'm turning looks now.
Yeah.
Nice.
I wanna look nice.
Love.
Yeah.
And I wanna look good. And
Mhm.
I want everything to be Instagram worthy. I need to be better at posting on Instagram. I know.
It's
I
so
know
exhausting,
followers.
though.
I need to be better.
Jeez.
I'm like, I'm working on, I have some things in the work. Hopefully I'll be doing like some photo shoots and
Okay.
stuff. And, like,
Right.
getting a lot more content out there. I'm starting to be a lot more active on my TikTok now.
Mm.
So, you know, follow the girl. It's Visa Decline everywhere.
Yeah.
And then the Venmo is Visa_decline. If you, I'm just kidding.
No, that's important.
absolutely.
Please.
Yes. Tip the dolls.
That's absolutely why you're here. Yes.
Oh my God. The like tipping the dolls. I'm like, I don't mean to keep talking about Chapel, but like
Oh, please.
half of y'all are here. I'm like, honey, like the wave of money that was
Wow, that's
Wow.
awesome.
Wow.
I was getting paid and tipped by people before I even stepped foot into the venue.
Crazy. Crazy. Wait,
Like,
yeah.
that's
Did you
so
say that
awesome,
earlier?
though.
Had we recorded yet? That you were looking to make what that night? Like, or no, that was for followers. That's
That
right,
was
right,
followers,
that's right.
but I made about that much in pay.
Damn.
Like,
That's awesome.
That's so-
I'm like, I joke about it, but like, I kid you not, Chapel Roan paid my rent that month.
That's so
Wow.
cool. That's so cool. Yeah.
Because I was like, because my phone was just like going off, and I'm like, what's going on? And then I look at Instagram, and like, Chapel's team had like posted our like socials and like
Mhm.
our Venmos on their story.
Yeah.
Wow.
And before we even performed, people were like tipping us like 10,
Yeah.
20, $30 a pop.
Damn.
So by the time I had like hit the venue, me and
Yeah.
Chloe were like texting each other the whole time. By the time that we hit the gate at Music Hall, our Venmos were already sitting at like a little over $200 a
Oh,
piece.
wow.
Oh, that's so cool.
That's awesome.
That is awesome. Especially going to a gig. Normally, I'm assuming you're like, will I make
Normally,
even
when-
tonight?
Normally,
Or like-
you know, when like you're getting paid like $50,
Right.
Mhm.
and, like maybe you're getting paid like maybe $150 if you're like co-hosting.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know, just for your rate, and like your tips have to make up that like other room. I'm like,
Right.
there are places that like pay great. I'm like, drag pay could be better.
For sure.
You know, I'm just saying, I'm like, you know, I was looking at like an episode of like Canada, and like Xana don't like
Yes.
she produces shows out there. I'm like,
Yeah.
I think in like Toronto, and she was like,
Mhm.
I don't pay my girls less than 200,
Right.
Damn, nice.
and I was like,
And like levels, experience, anything, just
I'm
like that's base
she's,
minimum.
she's like, I pay my girls what they're worth. You
Mm.
are a drag queen. You are
Yeah.
worth $200.
That's wonderful.
Especially if
'Cause
they're
that is
going
good.
and making a costume every single week for your
Yes.
show. It's
Yeah.
just
I'm
like, that's
I'm
alone
like-
is so expensive.
$200 is, if you're good at budgeting, that's 2 costumes.
Right.
Correct.
Right.
That's $100 a piece.
Right.
If you're getting a sickening costume, that $200 is going into like one costume.
It's
bag.
right. Or a part
right.
of it.
And that's not even hitting the surface of like the Eddie Couture, the Domino Couture,
right.
the Joshua Ponte
Right.
level of what you have to pay for things that are like that grand
Yes.
and like elegant.
Yeah.
And like I'm
Absolutely.
like, hopefully one day I will get to that money. And
Absolutely.
Be like, or maybe you just want, hey Joshua, I don't know if you want to make something for a big girl, or like Domino Couture,
Mm.
or like Eddie Couture. If any of y'all want to give a big girl something, you know, that's perfect fine. Sometimes I don't feel like doing it by myself. Well, like I love songs. Sometimes I don't feel like doing that.
I get it.
Sometimes I just want to put the stuff on and go out on stage.
It's magic. I want the fairies to do it.
Hey, yeah. And look, they're listening, so they're probably gonna, yeah.
I know, and if anybody is a drag designer that watches this channel, I would gladly model your garments for you.
I'm trying to get us started on a little bit of something because she's
Yeah.
actually like full on costume designer.
I can do some sewing.
She can do some sewing. I can do a little bit of sewing, and I'm on more of that board of like I want to just put it on, and I'm a little slow with it, but I'm getting there. But I think that we could actually come up with a little shop to make some.
She wants
some,
to start a little shop.
Yeah, I do.
A little
Some-
shop of horrors.
A little shop.
That's what they call us in the
Little shop of
newspaper.
whores.
Yeah, they call us a lot of other things in the newspaper too. We don't want to speculate about that. But I thought that would be so fun. And I mean, it
Yeah.
would be a venture for sure. But would you be interested if we said, hey, we would make a costume for you?
Oh my god, yes,
Yes.
absolutely
Okay,
I would.
okay. Well, we've got our first client. There you go.
Ooh, absolutely, I would love that. I'm like, but yeah, because like I grew up. I'm like, I don't know about you. I'm like, I grew up sewing. I'm like, my grandma was like a seamstress. I had an aunt that was
Okay.
like a quilter. I'm like,
Wow.
Wow.
so like sewing was like also in my house because like literally like my grandma would like sit us all down and was like teach us how to like
Wow, by hand.
like
Wow.
stitch, how to
Yeah.
like sew by hand.
Yeah.
So like by the time I was like in the 4th grade, I was like hemming my own pants because I
Wow.
was short and I was
Yeah.
a husky little kid.
Yeah.
So like all the pants were too long, so I had to like
Yes.
hem them and then like
Yes.
making my own clothes. And then like I studied like a little bit of like fashion design
Mhm.
and like clothing and textiles in high school.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I was not able to go to college because either I was going to go to theater school or fashion school.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm like I've always been like the kid that like was obsessed with fashion. Like
Yeah.
Me too.
I was that little gay kid that would walk around and like cling to like my copy of like Vogue
Oh,
or like I would watch
yeah.
Fashion Week live on like whatever was streaming it, YouTube,
Same.
Wow.
Vimeo,
Yeah.
wherever I could find it. I was watching it. I was like that kid that would watch like the Victoria's Secret fashion show every year.
Oh my
And I tell
God.
my mom like, no, I like the pretty girls.
Oh, well.
Right.
When, like,
Just-
really-
they were probably thrilled at the fashion show or the Victoria one. They were like, great. Yeah, you can watch that.
When like literally
Gucci, we'll see.
when like literally I little did they know that like later I would be doing drag and like trying to recreate these looks for myself
With your little baby
Right.
angel wings in your
With my little
bedroom.
baby angel wings.
I
Oh,
love that.
But yeah, so like it was a thing and like so I'm like sewing just like came naturally to me. I'm like I
Okay.
just recently started like really getting back into it and like being like, oh my god, wait, I can still do this.
Absolutely.
I,
No,
I tell everybody, it's like you just learn a couple basic things and then just have confidence that you can create something.
Oh my god, that's literally what I tell people. I'm like,
Yeah.
if you learn the basics, if you learn how to make a circle skirt, a tube top, a tank
Yeah.
top, and a t-shirt,
yeah.
you can make anything.
You can make anything from there.
Make
Yeah.
a pencil skirt. All you gotta do is connect those pieces.
Yes.
And then for a drag queen, if you know how to make a basic bodysuit, you can make anything.
Right,
Correct.
Right.
I agree.
You
I
can
don't
just use that
see-
pattern for everything.
Right. And then you've got it. You've got your body outline.
Yeah.
I mean, like, yeah, I'm definitely in that camp of I'm still learning too, but it's like, I'll still judge a queen when she's on Drag Race. I'm like, oh, so you still can't sew this?
I'm like,
And you're on America's #1
That is
platform for this?
I'm like,
crazy.
I'm sitting here, I'm like, you know what
Crazy.
Drag Race is. It is a mixture of American Idol, so you
Yes.
think you could dance, Project Runway,
Yes.
America's Next Top Model.
Yes.
What's next? It's going to be
Right.
Chef's Kitchen.
They're going to make them do backflip, and they're going to ask for contortion. Yeah.
They already made them cheer, and look what happened to Charlie Hyde's ribs.
That is my favorite thing. No, it's when James Manfield keeps twirling.
Oh my I might as well be a Rue girl because I always have all the tea. I'm like, but did you hear about the story?
No, let's
About
go. This is going to have to be a two-parter. I hope you all good.
Oh my god! So like, no, because like all the girls was like, that challenge was cursed.
Yeah.
They was like,
We could tell.
there was like the amount of people that were hurt in that episode.
They were really figuring it out.
They like brought in like a real cheer person, it
Yes.
looks like, to give them real stunts. And it's
They
like,
were tumbling.
no, you
They
can't
were
do
tumbling.
that.
I'm like, there's only a handful of those girls that could do that.
And the padding
like-
is not covering this.
No, and then on top of that, and I'm like, Peppermint was like, yeah, I was a cheerleader, but I was a competitive.
Right.
I was a stomp clap girl in the bleachers.
Also, Peppermint, a cheerleader like 10 or 15 years, like,
Sure.
you know, a
Right.
while ago.
And she's like, I wasn't doing any of this.
No.
Jeez.
That was cursed. You're right.
Yeah, and then you had the girls that like they picked it up so natural, or at least edited, made it look like they
Sure.
picked it up so naturally. Like
Yeah.
girls like Valentina
Sure.
and like Cynthia were just like,
Mhm.
oh, I'm just up here. Woo!
Cuckoo! Yeah.
and then you got
Poor James.
James.
Just
James,
tumbling forever.
That's
and I love her.
funniest
I'm like,
thing
she
ever.
needs just she's one of my favorite drag queens.
Oh, I love her
Me
too.
I
too.
love her to pieces.
Me
Her wig
too.
styling videos are great.
Oh,
Yeah.
She'll sit down and just do a
Honey.
whole thing in one
Yeah.
video. It's
I have
fierce.
literally watched hours. At this point, I've gotten to the point that like I watched James Mansfield
Mhm.
to help me sleep.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, yeah.
Love
I would listen to her and be like, "Hey, shapeshifter."
Spot on.
I also love, you could probably fall asleep before her voice falls out. She always
Right.
reaches that point where it's a little too much.
I hate shapeshifters.
Yeah, now this is our wig. Thanks for coming. Yeah.
But like, no, I love her so much, and like she's also. I'm like, I don't know about me. I'm like, I have a lot of friends that are like, oh my god, like sister dick makes you sick, blah blah. But like, look, if a drag queen is a very attractive man
Mhm.
out of drag,
Yeah.
I am going to appreciate that. No one is safe from Visa objectifying.
I love that. A
And
threat.
like, unpopular opinion, I don't care. James is
Yeah.
a very attractive man
Yeah,
to me.
he is.
I agree.
Yeah.
James Mansfield
Agree.
is very attractive. I don't know.
Mhm.
I think I just have a thing for Latinos. But
Yeah.
but like,
She's
Well, your name
cute.
almost, yeah.
I'm like James. Oh my god! Don't even get me started about all the visa declines that are like popping around now that I didn't know exist.
Really?
Oh.
They're stealing your name.
And like a lot of them are immigrants, and that's the joke.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh, I hope people don't think I'm being insensitive. It's,
Well, here's the thing.
I'm the money visa, not the citizenship visa. I'm not that.
Oh my god.
No,
Oh my god. No, that's hilarious. But I think that you probably got in just before. Yeah.
Like, no, and it's popped up because random people will like find me on Instagram and they'll like send me. I've had like 6 people send me the same clip of this comedian,
Mhm.
and I'm like, I think he's like from like New York or something, and he's doing like a show at like I think like the Laugh Factory or something, or like the Improv Shop or something, and he's like, if I ever were to be a drag queen, my name would be Visa Decline because I'm broke and poor. And like several people come in like, oh my god, there's a Visa Decline from St. Louis, and like
Yes.
all the other people like, oh my god, there's a Visa Decline from like Milwaukee, or like,
Uh-oh.
oh, there's a Visa Decline from like Oregon, and I'm like, oh my god, but everybody knows this Visa.
But everybody
That's
knows
right.
this visa. That's the thing. You
Because
got
I
up
think
at the
mine's
top of
got-
the list.
Mine's
Yeah.
got the most reactions. Even though no hate to all the Visa Declines out there.
Full hate. This is
I'm like,
a full.
I'm like,
Hey.
Visa Declines unite. We're gonna take on the world together. Let's do Drag Race
Drag
season
Race,
19.
all of
Visa
Declines.
all
Declines.
visas.
You know, let's get all the visas. Let's get
Wait.
Visa from España in too.
That's
Let's get
fierce
on
because
there.
every week it would have to be, I'm sorry, my dear, you're declined. And they have to go home. Oh, it writes itself.
Gee, what's the sound that your card gets declined?
Oh,
Beep,
yeah.
beep,
Remember,
beep, beep.
whatever.
Yeah.
Take your card out. You broke. I don't know.
It's the new, it's chocolate.
It's
Yeah.
the new. It's chocolate.
Yeah.
Chocolate.
Be like, I
God.
promise you. It's just, try it again.
Do you do the tap?
That's so
Do you
embarrassing.
have a card reader?
I always joke to people and tell them like, if I ever get eliminated on Drag Race, that's
Yeah.
gonna be my tagline. Be like, wait, let me try another card.
That's
That's
really
I'm,
good.
cute.
like I said, if I get on, I'm always gonna keep like a card in like my titty.
Yes.
So if I get eliminated, be like, wait, let me try this one.
Love that.
That's
Love
so
that.
funny.
And this is a note for a lot of queens out there too. Props. Props. Keep them on you. Keep them small. Whatever.
Props are funny.
Oh, they're fucking
Props.
funny.
And I'm like, for girls that get on Drag Race, I don't care how expensive it is. Always plan for most of your runways to be a reveal.
Oh.
I'm like, I don't know. I think it was like, I don't know if I'm getting this correct, but there was someone said like Olivia Lux, most of her costumes were all reveals.
Mhm.
So she was always prepared to lip sync
Okay.
what she was wearing.
Yeah.
Love that. That's right, because you'd always see her on the sofa and it would be changed a little bit.
Oh,
Do you remember that?
I don't.
Okay.
I was too busy staring at her face.
So I'm like, girl,
Yeah.
I will be the same way. I'm like, every skirt will be detachable.
yeah.
It's just
All
makes
of them,
sense.
all of them are going to be like a bodysuit.
It's good planning.
Yeah.
Even though, like, I love to, so there may be some of them that might not be reveals, but most of them are going to be. Or
You
maybe I
can't
just
be
prepare
every-
to like not be in the bottom.
Never.
Exactly.
Never to be in
Well,
it.
that was my thing. Like, I feel like it's such a mental game that you would have to. That's kind of setting yourself up a little bit. Where like every costume is lip sync ready. It's like, okay,
Well,
prepare to lose.
And then with me, I feel like that'll be my luck that I prepare for that, and then like, you're safe. You're the
Oh,
winner. You're
right.
the top. You're safe. You're a winner.
Yeah.
You're the top. You're safe. You're the winner. And I'm like,
God damn it! Let me show that I was ready.
what the fuck I got all these costumes for if I keep winning this darn thing?
I think that you have to go in prepared to win.
Mm.
You specifically, Visa. Yeah, when you
I'm
do
like-
go on the show.
I'm a very competitive person, so
Mhm.
like I'm like if it happens for me, hey, I will be ready to do so.
yeah,
And I was ready to do it.
I was ready to do so. Yeah, exactly.
But no, but also I'm like, I'm just there for the experience, and I
Yeah.
just want to have fun, and I
Yeah.
just want to be able to do things that people said that I wouldn't be able to do,
sure.
and that like it will finally be a show that I've auditioned for that I've actually got on. Don't get me started on that list.
Oh. Oh no.
Well, it sounds like you've just like everything leading up to this point in your life has like made you a drag queen, like the sewing from your your family, the skating, which we're looking out for one of these days,
Right.
and then like the makeup, the theater. So it's just like I love that all of that has culminated.
No, I was telling my mom like a couple years back, and I was like, little did I know that I was preparing myself for this the whole
Yeah,
time.
exactly.
And she was like, I
Oh, love
Wow.
that.
She's like, now you're prettier than your sisters. And I'm like, I've always been prettier than them. But
Oh my God. Wait, how many sisters do you have? Or siblings?
I have 4 siblings.
Yeah.
I have 2 older sisters and I have 2 older brothers. I'm the youngest of 5.
I'm the baby too.
I'm the baby of 5.
Yes.
Wow.
I love that.
Yeah. April 2nd, 1997.
Oh my goodness.
Year of the ox, ram, one of them.
One of those.
I don't remember. But I'm an Aries.
Yeah.
Depending on the menu, it could be like horse or ram.
Girl, exactly.
Depending on the menu.
They were always on the menu.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean. They were either on the menu or they were on like
Placemats.
or like depending on whatever Chinese restaurant you go to,
Yes.
they would sell like those little bamboo calendars
Yes.
that just roll out.
Yes.
And it will have like the calendar for the
And
year
all
and
the
it will have
years.
all of them on there.
Yeah.
I never saw these.
And like I was a little gay, so I would take that little bamboo fan,
Yes.
that little bamboo calendar, and I would fold it halfway because it would like fold.
Yeah.
Oh, I
and,
see what
like,
you're saying. Right.
It will
Yeah.
fold. Look at me. It will fold.
Fold. We got what you're saying.
and crease like a fan
Yeah.
would. And I'm like, the signs were always there.
They were always.
Okay.
You don't have that core experience.
Not with the menu. I did take a lot of paper and fold it like a fan.
Yeah,
I did that a lot.
I don't know if Chinese restaurants still do it, but like go into a Chinese restaurant and be like, hey, do you have like a calendar?
Yeah.
And they gonna pull out
The calendar.
these 2 little wooden rods, and you gonna unroll it, and it's gonna be like these little bamboo
Yeah.
flats that are all painted with everything on it. I'm like,
It's a thing. And then I'm going to learn what year I was born.
there's so
You're going to be like, I'm a rat.
I'm a rat.
I'm like, there are so many. I don't know whether I'm like, because I would say I didn't see it a lot here in St. Louis,
Okay.
Yeah.
but a lot in like Florida.
Okay.
A lot of the Chinese restaurants, they would like give that out with the food.
That's
Right.
Like,
interesting.
here, have a calendar, have
Yeah.
a fan.
Yeah.
Like, they would give you like little souvenirs, and I'm like, oh my god!
And my food. Thank you.
I
And
love
my
a buffet
food.
souvenir.
I know. So
A buffet souvenir, is that what you said?
Yeah.
Oh.
You don't like the buffets?
I love a buffet. I haven't been in a while.
my
though.
souvenir from a buffet is the belly that I have when I leave.
Mm.
Yeah, I love a
Give
good.
me a good buffet.
I know. What was the one that we used to always go to and shop on, the Chinese one?
What, the buffet?
Yeah. Was it just China
Golden
buffet?
Dragon, maybe?
That was it. That's the
pretty
last
good.
time I've been to one.
I love Joy Luck here in St. Louis on Manchester.
Okay, no, I haven't been.
Oh,
Wait, on Manchester.
yes.
There's the one that had the blue and green lights everywhere.
No, that's the one that's right next to I don't know if you know it, but it's right next to Fort Taco.
No, don't know it.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so if you're on Manchester and
Yeah.
you drive past, it's gonna be restaurant right before when you like turn and then you hit where Joanne's used to be.
Oh, we know where that is.
Oh, okay. No, never been there.
No, neither.
You need to.
Okay.
It's a nice
Okay.
spot.
All right.
All you can eat, you can pay like I think like $20 per person. They have a lunchtime special too.
Ooh. Getting
I'm
the
a big
big
fat girl. I'm gonna tell you where to get the food.
The
at,
Bodacious
honey.
Queen of STL. The Bodacious
We
Body of STL.
We like bofeng. Have you ever had bofeng?
No.
Well, it's really funny because they closed, but now I think they just do it out of their house because we still call and they still deliver.
That's
But
right.
they don't exist anymore.
You can get some good authentic
And it
Chinese food from a
tastes
lovely home.
Stop! Don't even because like, look, I'm like, look. I always tell people, I'm like, if I were to be, I was like, if I wasn't black,
Uh-huh.
I would either be Latino or I would be Chinese.
Yeah.
I love their food.
Mm.
Oh my God. Yeah,
Mm.
don't get me started on Mexican
I'm
food,
like, don't
especially.
even get me started on Mexican food.
You know Almagwe over here?
yes,
Bitch. And it's different than the one on Del Mar.
yes,
Yeah,
no,
it's
I've
better.
gotten
Sorry.
sick off that one.
Sorry. The one on Kings Highway. Elite. Their chicken nachos and their queso are just like
They
Like
do have some good.
El Magwe,
El Cantina or Katrina. That's where we go sometimes too over on Hampton.
La Katrina.
oh my God, no, La
Yeah.
Katrina. Oh, Katrina.
Katrina.
Oh, it is so good.
hurricane.
Like between that or like I go into or I've really been into like the fusion of like both.
Oh.
So like Soul Taco.
Okay, yeah, Soul
is
Taco's
a
very
business,
good.
Even
Have
though
you had that?
No.
It's Korean tacos.
it's
girl.
Korean taco. It is so good. I'm so upset because they took my favorite thing off of the menu.
Ooh.
They have this thing and it's called bulgogi and waffles.
Yes.
So they had like this bulgogi beef and they would put it on like a bed of like sweet potato waffle fries.
Oh
my
and like
God.
smother it with like cheese.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh my God, that is so good.
They took that off? Why'd they take
And
that
they-
off?
I don't know, or at least I can't DoorDash it anymore.
No.
And I'm like,
My
maybe
location is out.
I'm like, maybe if I go into a restaurant, they still have it.
Okay.
I haven't been inside. I
Okay.
usually just DoorDash it because
Yeah.
I'm lazy.
Yeah.
Same.
So I was just like, oh my God, I just DoorDash it. But like, no, them in the Foundry, there's a place called Kobe
Oh.
I know what you're talking about.
Kobe Taco Shop.
I don't know.
Shack.
But it's another fusion place.
Yes.
I've tried them too.
And I'm like, it's so good.
so fucking good.
They have like this teriyaki chicken burrito that has like a homemade like Asian like slaw on it.
Oh.
Y'all, the food scene in St. Louis is actually amazing.
It's bonkers. I'm
Get
like,
out there.
look. I'm like, and then like it's so vast because like there's places that like if you just go and walk around St. Louis, you're gonna stumble upon a place and be like,
Yes.
why have I never heard of this
Never.
place?
Right.
I've been living in St. Louis now for like 10 plus years. I think I'm heading to like 13 years of living here now.
Yeah.
And like I'm still discovering like new places.
Same.
Like, where was this? Why have I not known this place?
Wait, this is a funny place because the one that I think of all the time, and it's been around in St. Louis forever, but for some reason nobody ever finds out. Blue City Deli
Oh my
Oh,
God.
in Soulard.
Yeah.
I've never tried it, but everybody says, "Oh my God, you need to try it immediately."
You need to go and you need to go get the apocalypse if you're a pork person.
I love pork.
It's like this, like all the great pork slices, right? Pretzel bun, this like spicy, like aioli situation, like melted cheese throughout. Like it's so fucking good.
I gotta go.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody. It's lunchtime, and oh my God. And then the last place I was going to recommend to you, but you probably know it, Corner 17.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah, it's pricey, but that's Chinese food. Like
Corner 17, because like me and my roommate, we love ramen.
yeah.
We love ramen. So we like
all up and
like,
down Del Mar too. There's like what's the other one?
because there's like Corner 17. There's,
Nami.
There's
Is that what it's called?
I believe that's what it's called.
Yeah.
It's Nami. But I'm like, also the Loop just has amazing places too.
Wonderful.
In general.
Mhm.
Because I'm like, between Corner 17, Three Kings, I love
It's
Three
coming back
Kings.
soon. It burned down. You remember?
Like, yes.
Yeah, but it's
but
being repaired.
It's being repaired,
Yeah.
and I'm counting the seconds.
Mhm. Yeah.
I'm telling because I'm gonna run my big self in there, and I'm gonna get that buffalo chicken wrap.
Ooh.
She's so good.
I just had a club from there the last time I went, and then it burned, but unrelated.
She did it.
Shut up.